let's dig into this one real quick. Fightful Select did report last night that Anna Jay is believed to be coming to the end of her contract. I don't have the verbatim post up, but let me get it real quick. Key figure in the AEW women's tag division could be entering free agency. Once again, from Fightful Select. We learned that AEW's Anna Jay, her contract is believed to be up in the next few months. As of now, we haven't learned if there have been contract negotiations tied to extending her, but an AEW source did expect that AEW will be making the move to retain her if possible. It was noted to Fightful that Anna Jay enjoys teaming with Ty Mello and is also open to doing what's right for her career, including exploring many potential free agency options. The team of Ty Jay has been eliminated from the women's tag team title tournament. Damn, Sean. I mean, it is factual, but it's like, just put that at the end. All right, fine. Anna Jay, there, and Matthew Hooks kind of hits the nail on the head. She's not known as like the best wrestler in the world in the women's division. She's not. She is part of a tag team that is popular. There are many fans who are behind her. She's been around the AEW ecosystem since 2020. She had the christening from Brody Lee.
Yeah, 2021 is where she like really started. Well, 2020 because she was like Wardlow's valet.
Yeah, they brought her in, and then she was just kind of there. And then the real start of the breakout was when she got Chris in '99, and she joined the Dark Order, and everything that came with that. So she's been a fixture of AEW programming on and off since then. To me, the opportunity to have her build. Remember when she went to Japan and came back and suddenly was like a better performer in the eyes of other people because she got reps in a different space. And again, Redmond Survivor made the point. She had the stardom stint. Having the reps will do you a lot of good. And if you don't get those reps and you don't get those opportunities, unfortunately, regression will happen, ring rust will set in, and you don't have it. Whether that means that Anna should be looking for outside indie appearances, if she wants to do that, if that's something she's into, or be working Ring of Honor, trying to get a spot there, there should be a way for these talent who are a little greener and trying to figure it out, getting out there and getting reps in, because if they are liked by the audience, you should be pushing them to continue to be seen in front of the audience and to grow. As to where she goes, obviously that's up to her, but she does have options. But she's been with AEW since really the beginning of her launch into wrestling.
I don't know whose call it is to work like Stardom shows, Japan in general. I don't know if that's something, because a lot of the women talk about like, hey, I want to do this, and then it never comes to fruition, or they do like one match and then that's kind of it. I mean, Ty Mello went to Japan and did like a one-off, I think. I don't think she worked too much in Japan when she was over there. Yeah, Anna didn't she at least did the Grand Prix and everything, so she at least did like a full-on tour for a month, which is good. But then she hasn't been back, and it's been over a year now, and I don't know if like she wants to go back or if it's a thing of like, well, we can't have you go back because we want to use you. I just don't know, again, whose call that is. She's been getting consistent reps throughout this year, but with the AEW schedule, you're not always going to get those reps regardless because they don't have live events, and she's not working like the ROH shows or anything. So you're basically you got to hope you're on Collision or Dynamite each week. I mean, I say consistent reps, and it's largely been since May because she's only had 15 matches this year. That's not a lot, doing 15 matches in a year. I mean, that's less than 2 per month at this point. We're 11 months into the year. That's less than 2 matches per month. It's not a lot of time to improve in the ring. She's only had 150 matches overall, and that's 5 years into wrestling. I mean, I guess she started in late 2019, if you really want to go when the start was. So that's just not a lot of matches, 5-6 years into your career. And she got reps on Dark, which is good, but obviously that's gone now. And unless you're on Collision, unless you're on ROH, like you're not gonna get that many reps in that much time. I don't think they, at least now, view her as a big priority, and that's their call. That's their right to put her where they want to put her. So she has to just kind of, where can she fit in to anywhere? Does she go to Japan? And like, all right, let me work in Japan. At least I know I'll get consistent matches because Stardom runs like 3 times a week during tours, maybe even more than that. So you know you're going to get consistent matches there. Or maybe you go to Tokyo Joshi Pro, same thing. If you're on a tour, you're working 3 times a week. She could work more in 1 month in Stardom or Tokyo Joshi Pro than she worked all year in AEW. So maybe that's what she wants to do. And she just, I don't know if she wants to do the indies. I just don't know how a lot of these people feel about the indies, especially if you didn't come from the indies, and especially when you've had the taste of the taste of being on television for as long as she's been on television. Because we see that a lot with the WWE people. They're on television for so long, and then they get released, and it's like, oh, now I got to go work the indies, even though I've never really worked the indies. And some people thrive with that. Cardona is a good example. And then other people are just like, yeah, I'm over this booking my own travel and everything. This is not for me. So I just don't know how she feels about that. But I think she'll have options. It's going to be ultimately up to her. I think she stays with AEW in some capacity. Maybe that means working more Stardom, Tokyo Joshi Pro, independent promotions, whatever they might be, and doing that over. Maybe it means a run in ROH. God knows they could use some consistency that isn't Athena. I mean, they got Athena and Persephone is the final battle match.
Yeah, they fucked us. What happened to Billy and Athena 4? What happened there?
We didn't need that. Like,
is Persephone about to win the Ring of Honor Women's Championship, and then Mercedes is going to be Persephone?
Think so.
What are we doing?
I don't think so. But like, that's the final battle match, and like, it's a fine match. It'll be a good match. Please, folks, tell me the last time Persephone won a singles match on ROH television throughout her history. It was earlier this year. I will say that much. You know, it was the I think it was the Global Wars show. She faced Red Velvet. That was what, May?
Well, she just
June?
won. She just won.
Yes, I know she came back last night and won. Yes, I know that. But like, there's no actual story. It's not like they spent weeks or months building up Persephone to challenge for this title. It was, she's worked a couple of matches throughout the year. She hasn't been on television since July at Supercard when she was in the interim title match. And then she came back last night and won a quick match and was like, hey, I want a title shot. Like, there's no build to this match. That's I literally gave you the build. Somebody who's been off television since July, came back, won one match. Even before she won the match, she's like, I want a title shot. It's like, where have you been? What do you mean you want a title shot? Get out of here.
You're just going to beat Diamante, and then it'll be good enough for them.
Again, there's been no build to it. So if you can put someone like Anna there who can get consistent reps, I'm all for that, because God knows they got nothing else going on in the women's division right now. It's the same thing with the men's division. Bandito's probably not going to face Blake Christian. As much as they've kind of been building up Blake and they've teased it and everything, you know Bandito is just ultimately going to face CMLL star whoever.
Hechicero.
Nah, they've already done that match.
They can do it again.
Is Ishii going to be cleared by Final Battle? They'll do that match. They love Ishii.
Extended excursion Ishii.
But like, that's the match they're going to do. They just like doing these, hey, what looks cool on a graphic? And who is sort of a name people might know? Who's a name that'll get people interested? That's what they're going to end up doing for Final Battle. That's what they've already started doing. Again, that's the match with Persephone. But that's what they do for these title matches. So having someone like Anna Jay who can at least be there consistently and can maybe build something is probably a good move. I just don't think they have any desire to do it.
You know what the problem is with Anna Jay? She's upset because she never won those big money matches. She's been on the losing side of 2 of them. She's lost out on a collective $600,000. $600,000 she didn't win because she teamed with the wrong people. The $10,000 four-way, Chris Statlander won. The $500,000 multiple tag team, whatever, on Collision was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a 10-woman tag. That was $100,000 each. Well, she lost out on that one to Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford, and the Triangle of Madness. So she's upset. That's why. That's why she's upset. Is because she didn't win that money, that big AEW Tony Khan money for matches. But that's because she's also not working. Therefore, she deserves to lose because she's not wrestling. That being said, she's also not working the indies, like you said. She, like, looking at her cage match, it's exclusively AEW and some New Japan, and then Stardom. And the New Japan stuff is with AEW talent, or like some sort of connection to like Battle in the Valley or Fighting Spirit Unleashed, and the matches are just part of the AEW partnership with New Japan. There's been no outside work for her.
Yeah, and again, I don't know if that's her call. I don't know if that's their call. I don't. That's something you got to ask her. It's like, hey, do you want to work Japan? Do you want to work the indies? And maybe she's like, not really. I'm cool just working the matches I work on AEW, and whenever they use me, great. And if they don't, that's fine too. Or maybe she's like, yeah, I've asked. There's a lot of holdups on things, so can't do it.
So what happens if she moves away and looks at other options? Obviously, the first one people would look at is going to WWE, going to the PC, working NXT. Is that something that would be beneficial, not just for her, but also for just her character?
I just don't see it. I mean, it could happen. I don't see it. I mean, could it be beneficial? Sure. But it's the same issue that she'd potentially have in AEW. NXT at least runs some live events, so you will get reps there. But if you're not on TV, you're not really getting any type of reps on anything. Like, if you want to work, then you might run into the same issue with WWE. And it also, same thing is like AEW clearly sees her at one level for now, and maybe she gets past it, maybe she doesn't, but they're using her how they're using her. WWE could be the same thing. It's like, all right, where do you fit in here? They call their NXT women's division the most stacked women's division, so where does she fit in there? Does she fit in on anywhere on the main roster? And I don't know if she does. I think they got good talent in NXT who they need to continue to cultivate and push. And then the main roster, they need some help in certain areas, but that's where you got the women in NXT to help you. So I don't know where they would see her with everything. I have no idea their view on her. I have no idea her view on things. I don't see her as a WWE person. It could be wrong. For all I know, they announce at New Year's Evil that here comes Jay Anna into the WWE Performance Center.
Anna K. Because she's one less. So what could you do? Anna Bay? Oh no, then you're Chris Bay's.
Yeah.
No. There's got to be a way to do it. Anna Day. Because she could beat you any day of the week. I did like this earlier, Crimea River. But she's Ukrainian. She's from Crimea. Now we're going to get really, really political on this shit. I like Redmond Survivor saying maybe she can come in as Blake Monroe's understudy. The problem with that is she doesn't look like Blake Monroe. She doesn't have the same body type. She doesn't have the same look as Blake Monroe. So you'd really have to make some changes to make her the understudy. Typically on a Broadway show, the people who are the understudy look at least a bit like the actual star.
She blonde, she Marilyn Monroe.
That's true. That's right. Anna Jay, but it would be Jay Uso.
They just give Anna Jay the yeet.
There's plenty more over on Fightful Overbooked. Click that subscribe button, tap that bell, get your notifications. And while you're at it, like the videos. Interact with them. Say some stuff. We want to hear from you. While you're at it, join us every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, live for In the Weeds. You might like it.